And knowing the set will get to full hinge out here, not right here like one of the irons. So we can throw this guy down right here for you and just make sure that your foot is on the other side of that. It's gonna feel probably an inch or two back for you. I want you to bring your chest and hands up a hair, right? And I want you to get slightly closer to the golf ball. And I think it's
that, I would say.
Yep, and there it is.
Yeah, one thing too, I've been getting a little like, I'm setting it there, right? And sometimes when I set it, I'll get a little
shut with the face.
Shut face.
Yeah.
And then from there, obviously, there's nothing.
And so here's the thing, I'm glad you're doing that. Go ahead and do that again. The thing about the driver is the driver will not set the same as the other clubs quite as much. This angle will be set a little bit more here. So when your hands are lower, this set will be a little softer. Yeah. I want you, because that's exactly what's happening. When you get those lefts and everything gets quick, you're setting the club too much for the driver and it gets shut. And then it drifts and we get steep and left across it, right? So again, the driver, a great thought, just keeping the club head a little bit lower, a little bit longer, and knowing the set will get to full hinge out here, not right here like one of the irons. Does it make sense? Yeah. It's just gonna be a little bit longer and smoother set, and it'll come to its full set position a little more around chest high versus hip high. Money is the ball will get, you know, if this is the ball position, his foot with his driver sometimes will get here, right? And that's kind of where it was. And when that happens, guess what? The path has more time to go left, the face has more time to close, and now I'm hitting it even more further left. Okay, so we can throw this guy down right here for you and just make sure that your foot is on the other side of that. It's gonna feel probably an inch or two back for you, but we should begin to start to see these golf balls launch out to the right instead of starting left. And now as we make that big turn with the elbow in front and we open up behind the golf ball and just swing the club around us, we're gonna see some of these nice high little draws, okay?
You wanna be inside this, right?
Other side.
Other side.
Boom, there it is. That's a difference, right? There we go. That was it. So setup-wise, what can we do? We talked about ball position for you with the driver. Here's the other thing that I see a lot of times happen with players with the driver, is they're so good, especially our players, about getting over the golf ball, and they almost look like they're in an iron setup with the amount of tilt, and they have the driver in their hand. What that's going to do is it's going to create a lot of hinge and shut the club face. Okay, that setup, this setup, the club stays up in front of our hands really easily. And for you, I want you to bring your chest and hands up a hair, right? And I want you to get slightly closer to the golf ball. And I think it's really gonna do a good thing to flatten out the trajectory of these golf balls that get a little spinny and high in the air, okay?
Higher and closer.
Yes, a little closer, and just get in your normal setup. So get in your normal setup and feel comfortable besides your ball position, good. And then you're just gonna come in a little bit and just bring your chest up and your hands up a tiny bit, okay? Butt of the club is kind of bottom of your belt buckle versus middle of your zipper. Yeah, there you go. Get a little closer for me. There you go, dude. Keep the elbow in, make a nice big slow turn. Good, home elbow, big slow turn. Much better. Beautiful.
Had to watch that one a little longer.
Dude, absolutely.
It sounded different. Hurt your
Let's
ears a
get
little
one
bit.
more. Ball position with the driver, a little taller. Again, that ball gets too far forward and you get too tilted.
Yeah, I think I get like here with
you get there, yeah, absolutely,
be...
you know, and that leads to then those two things create more hinge, and that's where I think the face gets shut and you get those left shots when you know your tendency gets a little in front, okay? So good ball position, nice and tall. You're gonna be your tallest in any setup with your driver. It's the longest. Beautiful. Then the elbow is staying in, the Homa elbow. Moneymaker right there.
So that was pretty good.
It was all, though, in what you rehearsed right before you did it.
Yeah.
You know, you rehearsed literally like this. The shoulders were closed, the club was releasing past you versus the ones that are left or right. The chest just gets out in front like that.
I feel like my elbow gets past my belly button.
Boom, there you go. And that's the full extension through the golf ball there. Oh, crushed, bro. And I'll tell you what, it looked like your right elbow didn't even move in your backswing. It looked like you just simply got in there and just turned versus turned and lift. Those are the ones that get a little dicey on us, okay? And then with the driver ball position, don't bury yourself in the setup, right? Stay a little taller, and then the club will hinge a little softer and smoother, okay? But that arm is the big thing, and that arm being in position then can drive in front of the body through the golf ball, okay? Great.
Awesome, brother. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Appreciate you.
Love you, dude.
Love you more.